Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear brother and sister, in this lesson we will learn about the past tense and the verbal sentences. Lastly, we have learned Jumlatul Ismiya, nominal sentence. Now we are going to learn Jumlatul Fi'liya, verbal sentence. And yesterday we learned about the past tense. And today, inshallah, we will learn about the Jumlatul Fi'liya, verbal sentence. And by next week, we will start a lesson from the book, inshallah. Hold on a minute. Inshallah, we start the class. Okay. Yesterday, we have learned about the past tense. In the past tense, these are the suffix. What is the meaning of suffix? Suffix means that we use at the end of the verb. We use at the end of the verb. For huwa, there is no suffix. For huma, we use alif silent. Alif silent. Okay, let me change the color. Okay. We use alif silent. And for huma, for whom we use waw and aliful vikaya. And for feminine hiya, ha, we use ta silent. And for huma, we use ta and alif silent. And for hunna, we use noon, na. And for mukhatib, we use anta, ka, ta, tumma, tum. Anti, for anti, for ki, we use ti, tumma, tunna. For ana, we use tu. For nahnu, we use na. These are the suffix we use with the verb. We fix it at the end of the verb. Now we learn Jumlatul Fi'liya. Al Jumlatul Fi'liyatu, the verbal sentence. What is a verbal sentence? Starts with a verb. Verbal sentence starts with the verb. Starts with the verb. That is called verbal sentence. Contains fi'lun wa fa'ilun and maf'ulun bihi. Jumlatul Ismiya starts with the verb and contains fail. Fail mean verb. Fail mean verb. Contains fail, verb, Fa'ilun means subject. And maf'ul bihi mean object. Maf'ul bihi, object. So jumlatul fi'liya, verbal sentence, contains verb, subject, and an object. While we have learned about the jumlatul ismiya, starts with a noun, contains mubtada and khabar. Okay. Here is a comparison of jumlatul ismiya and fi'liya. Hamidun talibun. Hamid is a student. Hamid is mubtada. Talibun is khabar. Hamid is a student. While jumlatul fi'liya starts with the fail. Samiya. Samiya is a fail. Failun madin. So jumlatul fi'liya, verbal sentence, starting with verb. Samiya hamidun. Hamidunil azana. Hamidunil azana. Actually, this is the right way to read. I write it here. Hamidu nil azana. This is a right pronunciation. Azana. Hamidu nil azana. So it is starting with the verb. So verb is failun madin and Hamid is file here. Hamid is subject. Al azana. The work is being done on al azan. So al azan, Hamid, what Hamid is listening? Hamid is listening azan. So work of listening is happening on the azan. So azan is object here. Azan is object here. And object is mansub, accusative case. So al-azanu, it will become al-azana, al-azana. Maf'ul bihi, object, is mansub. Okay. Maf'ul bihi, object. What is maf'ul bihi? Object. What is object? Target, target of the action. Target of the action is called object. Maf'ulun bihi. Target of the action. It is always mansub. It is always mansub. Accusative case. Why in jumla? Okay. Failun. Hamidun. Hamidun is file here. Hamidun is file here. File subject. Doer of the action. What is the subject? Doer of the action. Doer of the action is called failun. It is always marfu, nominative case. So subject is always in nominative case and object is always in accusative case. And this is a conjugation of the past tense verb, al-fi'lul madi. You have to be attentive now because it is very important. Okay. So what he says in Arabic verbs, the doer of the action. The doer of the action, we call it al-fa'il. Al-fa'ilu. The doer of the action al-fa'ilu is always present in the sentence. So in a verbal in a verbal sentence, or in even in a nominal sentence, the doer of the work is always there, present in the sentences. Okay. So al file or subject or doer of the work is always present in the sentence, either as an attached pronoun, either as an attached pronoun is also file. So attached pronouns usually come as a file also, or in a hidden form. In a hidden form, like yesterday we have learned that kharaja, samia, zahaba, there is a hidden subject or file there. Like zahaba, you note here zahaba, zahaba. So huwa, zahaba mean he went, zahaba, he went, and huwa is hidden there. Huwa, this huwa is hidden in zahaba. Huwa is hidden, mustatirun. We don't write huwa. This is only for your explanation. Zahaba. So huwa is already in zahaba. Huwa is mustatirun, hidden. Then zahaba. Zahaba. Zahaba means they too went. Okay. So in zahaba, zahaba is file. Oh, sorry, verb. Zahaba is verb. And this alif, this silent aliful musanna, we call it aliful musanna or alif of a dual. This is alif of dual. So if there is an alif, it means that alif is showing two persons. Two persons are two things. For plural, now we are talking about the third person muzakkar. Hum jama. Zahabu is verb. Zahabu is verb here. Zahabu is verb here. Wow, this wow is file here. This wow is file here, subject here. And this wow is wow of plural. Rāb-ul jama'ati, wow of plural. If there is a wow in third person jama, it means it is showing the plural persons or plural things. And this is subject here. This is subject. This is file here. And this alif, we call it alif of protection. This alif have no meaning. We don't pronounce this alif. Even we don't pronounce this alif. This alif only to protect the pronunciation of the zahabu. We can pronounce it wrongly, zahabu, with the next coming words of the sentence. That's why we put here one alif. So we must have, it will help us to pronounce it properly. It separates zahabu from the other part of the sentence. So it means zahabu is not a part of the sentence coming after the zahabu. Then for the third person feminine, hiya. In hiya, zahabu, zahaba. Zahaba is a verb, fail. And hiya is hidden here, like huwa. Like huwa, hiya is hidden here. and ta. This ta is not a verb. This ta is not a verb. This ta is not a file. This ta is not a subject. This ta is only ta of feminizing. Ta of feminizing. Ta uttanis. Okay. Then huma dual of monas zahaba. Zahaba. Zahaba here is verb. And ta is file. Ta here is file. Oh. Okay. Ta is not file here. Alif is file here. Alif is file here. This ta is ta of feminizing. This ta is ta of feminizing. And this alif is alif of dual. So this alif is file here. This alif is subject here. Zahaba is file. Zahaba is verb. Ta is ta tanis. And alif is aliful musanna. Alif of dual. Okay. Then next is hunna. Zahab. Zahab is file and noon niswa. Noon of feminine plural. So this noon is file here. This noon is file here also. And this noon is noon niswa. Then for the second person. For second person, muzakkar, anta. Zahab. Zahab is fail, verb. Ta is doer. Doer of the verb. Ta is file here, subject here. For dual, antuma. Zahab tuma. So this tuma is dual. This tuma is file here. Okay. Then what he says? Out of the 14 forms, in 12 forms of the file, the doer of action is an attached pronoun, damirul muttasil. Like you see here, these are 12 forms of verb. And out of 12, 14. Okay. Out of 14 forms, in 12 forms, file is an attached pronoun. Except zahaba and zahabat. Zahaba and zahabat. These two, their file is hidden. Their file is hidden. The rest 14, zahaba, zahabu, zahabata, zahabna, zahabat, zahabta, zahabtuma, they all have attached pronoun like alif, waw, alif, noon, ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna, tuna. They all have attached pronoun, damir muttasil. Okay. So why we put aliful vikaya? Alif of protection. Aliful vikayata in zahabu. It protects verb like akhazu, they took, where the waw is not joined to the body of the verb, and therefore may be mistaken for the conjunction waw meaning and. That's why this waw, it gives the meaning of and. Okay, we can read it wrong because this waw is not and. This waw is a part of zahabu, and this is not a separate waw. In akhazu, akhazu, this vav is subject here. This vav is file here. And if we don't put alif, like I explain you here, a, kha, zu, okay, a, kha, zu. If we don't put alif, kha, zu, then there is a possibility we read akhazu and we give this vav meaning of and. While this is not and, this vav is part of akhazu. Akhazu is subject here. Akhazu is subject here, file here. So that's why we put an extra vav to protect the akhazu and we can pronounce it properly. Okay. So here antum zahabtum. Tum is file here. Here anti, ti is file here. Antuma, tuma is file here. Antunna, tunna is file here. Ana, zahabtu, tu is file here. Nahnu, zahabna is file here. So you note here all these suffix we added here. Alif, vav, alif, nun, ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna, tu, na. All these suffix are the same. A, vav, ta, na, ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna, tu, na. So you have to memorize this one. If you can memorize this one, you can have a strong hold on the past tense. And these suffix we use only in a past tense, not in a present tense. For present tense, there are the harful mudare, particular, future. So they are the different. And they are few, not so many like this. These suffix only for the past tense. And we use in the after the verb, at the end of the verb. While in present tense, in fi'l mudare, we use harful mudare before the verb. You will learn later, inshallah. Al-file, the subject. Now we are going to learn the subject. In a verbal sentence, al-file, subject can come in one of the following three ways. There are three ways of the subject can come. Al-file, the subject can come one of these following three ways. So there are three ways. First is hidden pronoun. A file can be a hidden pronoun. This is the first way. A file, a subject can be a hidden pronoun. Hidden pronoun like in these two forms. File, al-filu is hidden like zahaba. He went. So he is hidden here. Huwa is hidden in zahaba. Number two, zahabat. Zahabat. She went. She is hidden here. File is still there in the verb, but that is hidden. So this is a one way. The file can come in a sentence, in a verbal sentence, a hidden way. Number two, damir muttasil. Damir muttasil, attached pronouns. A file can be attached pronoun. Nominative case, attached pronoun as a nominative case. Okay. In these 12 forms, al-fa'il is an attached pronoun, as shown with the highlight zahabu. Okay. So zahabu, this vaw mean they. This vaw mean they, not alif. Alif is aliful vikaya, only vaw. I am talking about the vaw. This vaw mean they. And this is a subject, this is a file here. So same like this. All these are file. Alif, vaw, alif, noon, ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna, tuna. These all are attached pronouns. So all these are file here. Number 3, separate noun. A separate noun can come as al-failu can come as a separate noun. This noun will always be marfu. This noun will always be marfu, like zahaba hamidun. Zahaba hamidun. Hamid went. Hamid went. So Hamid is a file here. Jumlatul ismiya, starting with a verb, zahaba, and Hamidun is file here, subject here. So Hamid is a noun, separate noun. Zahabat Zainabu. Zainab went. So Zahabat Zainab. So Zainab is a file here. Zainab is a file here. So these are the 3 ways that a subject or all file comes in a sentence. In this case, the hidden pronoun he, she, it is to be omitted. The above cannot be translated as Hamid, he went, or Zainab, she went. So here, in this form, Zahaba mean he went. Zahaba mean he went. Okay. When there is a noun, and we know that the Hamid is a file here, then we don't translate he, Hamid went. Then we don't translate he, and we don't translate she, because pronoun, the file or the subject is clear here. We already know that the file is Hamid and the file is Zainab here. So that's why we don't need to translate Hamid, he went. This is wrong. We should not translate like this. Hamid, he went. We should not translate like this. Zainab, she went. We should not translate like this. This is right translation. Hamid went or Zainab went. Also, for al-fa'il to come as a separate noun, the form of verb will always be for huwa and hiya only. We will learn more about it later, inshallah. Okay. Then object. In a verbal sentence. In a verbal sentence, al-mafhulu bihi. Al-mafhulu bihi, object can come in one of these following 2 ways. Separate noun. Or mafhul bihi or object can come as a separate noun. First way, as a separate noun. Al-mafhul bihi can come as a separate noun. This noun will always be mansub. This noun will always be mansub, because the maf'ul bihi or object is always mansub. Sa'ala. Sa'ala Hamidun. Sala fi'l madi verb. Hamidun fa'il. Bilalan. Bilalan is maf'ul bihi. Target of the action is Bilalan. Hamid is asking Bilal. So Bilal is being asked. So Bilal is maf'ul bihi object here. Hamid asked Bilal. So Bilal is object maf'ul bihi and is coming as a separate noun. Separate noun, Bilalan. Number 2, mansub, damir muttasil mansub, attached pronoun. Attached pronoun. Accusative case. A damir muttasil mansub attached to a verb. We attach to a verb, damir muttasil will also always be a maf'ul bihi. If we attach a damir muttasil or attached pronoun with a verb, it will always be a maf'ul bihi for that verb. For that verb. Like here. Sa'alahu Hamidun. Sa'alahu Hamidun. Hamid asked him. This is who. Sa'ala, Sa'ala. Sa'ala, only Sa'ala, not who. Sa'ala is verb. Fe'lun madin. Fe'lun madin. Who is maf'ul bihi? Asked him. Asked him. So who is maf'ul bihi? Who is the target of the action? And Hamidun is file here. Hamid asked him. This is the second way that maf'ul bihi can come in a sentence. And this is two types of damir muttasil. There are two types of damir muttasil. Okay. Number 1, either majroor or mansub. They are either majroor or mansub. Like who, humma, okay, whom. These are, they are mansub or majroor. But here they are always marfu. Like huwa. Here huwa. Huwa is hidden here in this verb. So these are these suffix. These are the suffix we have learned. These suffix we use at the end of the verb in fi'l madi. All these suffix that I have showed you before also. So these suffix are always marfu. These suffix are always marfu. So first we learn here. Can be attached to a noun, verb or particle. Following table shows the function and these case of these pronouns when they are attached to different parts of speech. So majroorun mudaf ilay. If these attached pronouns, they are majroor as a mudaf ilay. Number 2, mansub as a maf'ul bihi. Number 3, majroorun ismun majroorun, like jar majroor. And mansub ism, particle of inna. We have